Stage Fright is a 2014 horror musical directed by Jerome Sable. It stars Ally McDonald, Douglas Smith, and Meatloaf. Many years ago, Camilla and Buddy Swanson witnessed their mother, Kylie Swanson, murdered the night of her play. Years later, they work at a camp for musicals. It turns out that this year, the play that they're going to have is The Haunting of the Opera, the same play that their mother was killed at years ago. This strikes a chord in Camilla, and she wants to play the same part her mother played. But, just like before, there's a killer who hates musicals and is out to kill everyone on the set. Going into this movie, I was surprised that it wasn't a remake of either the 1987 slasher or the 1950 Hitchcock film, both of the same name. It was a completely original story, and that kind of made me happy. I was also surprised that it was a musical. I knew the movie was about a musical, but I was kind of shocked when they started breaking it out into dance. It was quite funny, and it brought a little bit of extra light into the film, which I liked.
Let me get one thing straight. I'm gay, but not in that way. Musicals move me and touch me in ways I can't say.
He's gay, but not in that way.
I sleep with women, but musicals make me feel gay.
I'm gay, I'm actually gay.
Oh, gay, so gay.
I liked how this movie took a lot of jabs at the stereotypes that go to these types of camps. You had the gay kids, the nerds, the dorks, geeks. It was kind of funny, but it didn't really play to anything in the story except for at the end for one gay kiss. But you don't get to know enough about these characters for it to really set in, and you don't care in the end for them. They're just kind of there in the background to sing some funny jokes once in a while and, just be there. Like, oh, there's the gay kid, oh, there's the nerd. They say one little joke and that's about it. The first song was funny, but other than that, the musicals were kind of wasted in this movie. I don't believe that they took full advantage of the musical genre in this. It was more of a horror movie, in my opinion. The musicals were okay, but they were very flat and boring. There was only one song at the beginning that actually made me enjoy it, and I laughed, but other than that, it's very wasted. Now again, I will say that this is a slasher movie, and the slasher villain in this is hilarious. With the characters being as flat as they are, every time he was on screen, I was rooting for him more than the actual characters you're supposed to be rooting for. He's just awesome.
Now it's a knife or a knife. Hey, where you going, fat man? Give me some slack, but you know I just pull you right back, man. You've got to find, you never learn. You push me past the point of no return.
I think it's like he hates musicals because every time he's on, he's always screaming metal and rock, and it's just funny. His musical numbers in this are probably the only enjoyable musical numbers in the whole movie. And, well, with it being a musical, yeah, they didn't really do a good job with that.
Come here. Sit down.
Plus, his kills weren't really memorable. I think there was one scene with him and he stuffed this guy's mouth in a light bulb. But other than that, for a slasher film, the kills in this are very weak, and I was kind of disappointed in that. That's the problem with slasher movies these days. One, there's not a lot of them, and two, the kills in them are always just weak and lame. There's nothing inventive anymore, nothing fun about them. They don't leave me with my jaw dropped. They're just like, oh, he got stabbed. Oh, she's getting burned, whatever. It's all boring now, and I wish they'd go back to the old days when they were inventive and creative and fun. There's a large chunk in the middle of the movie with nothing but the musical, and it's kind of boring. The whole movie's boring, and it plays out as a drama than a slasher or a musical. There's very little musical, and there's very little slasher until the end of the movie. Oh yeah, and the slasher's identity, it's pretty obvious who it is, and I don't know, it didn't really leave me guessing. They kept trying to put it on other people, like, oh, the janitor's him, but when movies do that, you usually can tell that they're not. It's like a Scooby-Doo thing. It's the guy in the beginning, and you could tell it's him. And it's kind of a disappointment because, like, in the first Friday the 13th, people had no idea that it was Jason's mom. They just thought it was Jason the whole time, but in this, you could kind of tell who it is. which leaves the fun of the mystery out of the whole movie. Overall, guys, they don't use a lot of the slasher or the musical. It's kind of boring, and you don't really feel for the characters. I wouldn't really suggest this movie. It's just boring, and nah, I'd stick to the 1987 slasher. It had a more memorable bad guy. I mean, what's scarier, this kabuki mask or that owl mask? Think about that. If you like this, please like and subscribe, and comment down below what you'd like to see me review next.